Justin Gatlin is the latest in a long line of sprint sensations to emerge from the USA.
Gatlin got a good start. Look at this man coming through now. Gatlin. What a fantastic performance from Gatlin. It's all about Gatlin.
Ultimate goal is to be one of the best sprinters in history.
And what a fantastic performance from Gatlin. And look at the time.
Is the American leading the Jamaican at the moment?
He knows he is the world champion.
Justin Gatlin is the world champion here in London.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We back for another episode of Ready, Set, Go. We in the building. Today, we got a special guest. Before we get to that guest, boy, y'all know who it is. Y'all give it up for my boy, Rodney Green in the house.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, I just want to get everything something straight. I mean, a lot of people think I'm American. I'm not American. Grew up in the Bahamas. You know what I mean? I went to Walter Parker Primary School, Freeport Anglican High School. You know what I mean? I am Bahamian. I represented the Bahamas. I ran for the Bahamas. So I don't understand how in the comments people think I'm American. So it's all good.
You got hit him with an accent real quick. Tell them what it is.
You look American though. You do look American.
I do look American. Hey, I'm gonna just say this to everybody who think I'm American. I ain't gonna. If you know what CYC is, only Bahamians know what that is.
Here we go. He out there putting secrets out there.
Yeah, so hey, they all know. Bahamians will be like, oh yeah, he Bahamian.
Hey, right, you know what's crazy? I ain't know Lil Duval was a Bahamian.
Who?
Lil Duval.
Oh yeah. It's people from the Bahamas.
I just recently found that out.
Yeah. It's people from the Bahamas. Lil Duval. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, look at
that. For the audience.
Come on, now.
Yeah.
For the audience that don't know, our special guest is Jeff Demps. Y'all give it up for Jeff Demps, man. This man is an NFL extraordinaire, track and field elite extraordinaire, Olympian in the house, dual sport himself, Mr. Dual Sport. And
hold on. Former junior world record holder. That man so humble and Hall of Fame at Florida. The only person at Florida to have two championships, two SEC championships, and championships in football and track, man. Shout outs to Jeff Demps.
Yeah, I appreciate you fellas having me on, man. It's been a while, man. So I'm excited. Rod, hey, Rod was my coach, you know. Rod, he got me right. From what? You took me from what? 10-7 to 10-2. 10-2. No, but I'm saying like, so you took me from 10-7 to 10-43 within 2 months.
Yeah, but you didn't believe me though. You didn't believe me though. I remember when I told you, when I saw you, I was like, I think you was 16. I was like, I've never seen
like 15 to 16. Yep.
I was like, I've never seen a kid generate that much force in the track. And you had got like last place at state or something like that. And I was like, bro,
I didn't even make it to state. No, I didn't make it to state.
I was like, bro, you could run 10-4. And you was like, no, bro, you know how fast 10-4 is? I said, of course I know. That's why I told you could run 10-4.
You know what? Because I had this. I raced CJ Spiller in that regional meet, and he ran 10:43, and that was the fastest thing I ever seen. And I just remember him like after the race, shaking my hand, he looked me in my eye like, hey, like, just keep going, man. Like, you got it. And I was in the back. I'm like, I think he was probably just, you know what I mean? Talking, but I took that in stride, man. Then, you know, like we got introduced to you. And that's a funny story too, man. We got time, I share that too.
Yeah, listen, Justin, he came back. He ain't believe me. That man used to come to the track with 2 double cheeseburgers. From McDonald's to practice. Like, I'm talking like he getting out the car with some double cheeseburgers. Like,
I'm coming to practice. I got my whole squad on the back of my truck, everything. Man.
You already know, boy. He up there walking up to the track like he a real floater boy. Got the slides on, cheeseburger in hand.
I ain't want slides though. I ain't want no slides. I had my kick. I probably had some covers on or something like that.
Yeah, he came out though, and when I told him that, started putting him through workouts because I used to coach a breakaway track club. It was a kid track club. I used to coach in the afternoon after I finished training in the morning. You know what I mean? And after he started doing some of the workouts, he went to some of the meets, and then he ran like 10-6. And once he ran 10-6, He was all in, boy. He was like,
I think my first race was 10-6. I was shocked. Man, what is this? And you know, in AAU, like I wasn't even used to that. You know, I was just used to like football and then a little bit of the high school track. But you know, I was the guy that was in the back, and I see somebody doing like A skills or like C skills, and my heart just I'm like, what he were ready. Like we were none of that. You know, we had an asphalt track and everything. So I was like, I was one of those guys, but you know, once I got with Rod, man, and he put it in me, like, instill that until, man, I ran 10-6, bro. I couldn't believe it. And I just, like, after that, I used to just sit in the back like a killer. Like,
yeah, that man.
I want to see how fast I'm gonna go now. Like, that was
that man came to practice. That man told me, Justin, that man said, hey, whatever you want me to do, I'll do, bro. That's what he told me.
Yo. Hey, and then, you know, the icing on the cake, he like, well, if you do this, I'm gonna get you a new pair of spikes.
Oh yeah. So I used to get kits. I used to get them kits, the Adidas kits. So anytime like he did good, I think I get you some Air Force Ones one time too. He was like, yeah. Whatever it was, you know, I used to give him incentives and be like, hey, yo, if you do this, man, I'll give you this kit or give you these spikes or whatever. And they used to be brand new. Man, I remember when he ran 10-4, I gave you them royal blue spikes. I think they was the Demolishers. Yeah. That next year, bro, he came and he was like, hey, I was like, that boy came from not winning state at all, Justin. That boy said, I want to win state. I said, bro, you ain't even made state last year. He said, yeah, but I want to win now. I said, all right.
Hey, man, it was crazy, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. I to this day, like how fast it progressed, I still can't believe it. And just
we end up getting
what happened. We be, like I said, we family. But that's just, like, it's just crazy how it happened. Because I had been down there to Clermont before in that hill and with one of my buddies, and he was training with Dennis. But I had crossed paths with Dennis, like, earlier when I was in, like, middle school, and I didn't even know it. So, and then it came, you know, full circle, you know, starting with you and then transitioning over to
Dennis.
It's crazy, man. Like, it's a crazy story.
Yeah, from that point, you wouldn't believe, man. I done got kids to run 4.3 in the 40. I just got my son to run 4.4. You know what I mean? So I still work with kids. Selected kids, though, they got to be focused and stuff. I don't take any kids. You know how I am. You got to kind of gel with me. So I don't just take any kid. But yeah, I work with kids who did. Yeah, I got a kid. I sent a kid to Colorado. I sent to Prime. So I still work with kids a little bit.
Bro, you got it, man. Like, I tell you, every time I see you, man, like, I'm gonna give you flowers because like, you brought me from, you know, two double cheeseburgers in the Coke. I mean, hey, it turned me to a champagne. You know what I mean? On the side. So hey, like, I believe it, bro.
He didn't even realize it though, Justin. He lived two dreams that a lot of people don't even get to live one, man. That boy went to the Olympics and the NFL.
Oh yeah, 100%, dog. He was my teammate in the Olympics.
He
was my teammate for a lot of these, dog. We used to room all the time together.
Yeah, we were roommates. We was at in the Olympic Village. We was at
Olympic Village. You remember peer relays?
Yeah, I think every meet that we went to together, I think we were roommates.
Yeah, we were roommates, dog. We came up with the matching arm sleeves.
We had the arm sleeves. It was good, man. I heard you telling a story about me falling asleep. You said rolling on the floor, bro. So tight, I fell asleep. I've been down there for about 2 hours. I got the lacrosse ball in my back, trying to loosen up my back, man, and end up falling asleep. And I heard,
boy, we been in the room. I'd never seen Jeff do anything but sleep in the bed and rolling the lacrosse ball on the ground. He comes straight into the room from eating dinner. He get around that crossbar, rolling on it. Hey, next thing I know, that boy be falling asleep on the floor.
So for our fans, man, we definitely want to tell Jeff's story. We want to give it its justice. We want to do that definitely in person. But we just wanted to give y'all a little preview of like how tied in we all are as athletes, coaches, friends, you know what I mean, and family. But we're gonna jump right into it, man. We're gonna get your opinion on a few things, man, on a few things that happened that you could relate to. Yeah. So at this point, man, we're gonna start with Christian Miller. Christian Miller is you that actually made it to the finals.
Yeah. Hey, I was tuned in for sure.
Yeah,
they give you flashbacks?
Like it did. Like when I looked but the only difference I can see, like when the first round he was nervous.
You can see it.
You can see. I was like, just relax. But, and then with me, you know, like Dennis had me like so militant. Like I was coming in to like I'm gonna win every race. Like that was the only difference I saw from the first round. But after that, like he held it down, man.
Talk about walking into that atmosphere as a kid, man. 18 years old. I remember you called me, you know, Dennis was training you at that time, your senior year, but you called me and you was like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna do the junior world thing. I'm gonna go for the big boy because I already know I could win if I go junior world. That's not challenging myself. Yeah. And I said, shoot, I'm supporting you wherever you go. So you going to U.S. trials, what was that like walking in to that stadium for the first time? Because, you know, every other track meet you ran wasn't like that. It was high school. You maybe have like maybe 300, 400 people, but when you walk into that stadium, what was the atmosphere like for you, like the first time?
That was fun, man. Like, I just remember looking up and like I was like, man, this is incredible, man. You know, and at the time, like I said, I had came from, you know, my high school season and like I said, meeting you and training and elevating. But it was fun, man. Like I said, at that time when I was going into that race, into the trials, my confidence was so high. Like, you know what I mean? Because when I met you from then on, I ain't lose a race. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even close, you know? And I, you know, like in the most humble way, bro, like I was just like so confident. And then, you know, I had you and then I had like Dennis just feeding my ego. You know what I mean? Like I always been a humble person, but I always kept that stuff inside. Like inside I was just so hungry. So it's like every day I was getting fed. You know what I mean? Like from either you or Dennis or whoever, you know, Rudy, whoever we was training with. And then at the end of my season, you know, I got to train with you guys. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Like, and that was the cool thing. So after my season, when I got to train with you guys and start doing blocks, even though I was losing, I was like, okay, if I can get a little closer. So in my mind, I was already prepared. You know what I mean? So I literally went into that like, man, I can win every round. And so I was crazy, but like, and then I think it probably was a football thing too. Like just being like on the football scene and just having to battle and fight every day and that man-to-man combat, I think it prepared me for that moment too.
Hey, so let's get into it, man. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about man, Shericka, man. What we think about Shericka? We seen you know, not taking anything away from Julia and Alfred. She won that 200 when they raced with 22:16, but we all seen when Shericka got her the Olympic, no, not the Olympic champion, the world champion, because the Olympic champion is Elaine. Do we think that she's going to be able to, do we think it's a cramp? How serious do we think it is?
Me personally, I don't think it was a cramp. just from the facial expression, you know, I dealt with hamstring issues all my whole career. And that seemed like it was a little more than the cramp. So it's gonna be tough. I know what's like 2 or 3 weeks out from the 100. Yeah. I think it's gonna be like extremely tough. Not saying she can't do it, but I think it's gonna be extremely tough to come back full throttle.
I dealt with that in 2016. I had a hamstring injury about maybe 3 weeks before the trial. Somewhere around the time for her, same thing. And it was more than a cramp. You know what I'm saying? It was like a strain, but it was, if I had time to rest and really like put therapy to it, I just could land the plane right on the runway, get into the Olympics, and you know what I'm saying, go out there and compete. And that's what happened. But therapy had to be almost around the clock. Yeah. And I think that's what it's for Shericka too. If it's more than just a cramp, that the therapy is going to be a daily routine. She's not going to lose fitness because she's already in incredible shape. So if anything, it's going to rest the rest of her body that when she gets out there, she's going to be ready to run once again. But she got to make sure that hamstring is able to hold up. Because if she's going for tall orders, if she's going out to try to get Olympic gold, what she is, or even try to break or threaten the world record once again, she needs that hamstring to be 100%.
Yeah.
You know?
I think with her, it ain't gonna just everybody know once you have an injury, man, or once you like test your hamstring, it ain't so much, you could get the treatment, but you still, that mental side still is scary. Cause you're scared to hit the gas for real, like you used to.
Nervous. Yeah, you're nervous. You gotta get, I feel like she's gonna have to get that out in practice. I don't know if she'll be able to go back, home and get some extra work in before the games, but you have to get that, like, just for the mental, get that out in practice. You know what I mean?
And that's the hardest part, because the body could heal, but if your mind don't feel like, oh, now I'm good, boy, you're not going. You're not going because you're scared.
It's two factors too, because one, she's gonna be running in third gear because she don't want to press it, and then two, she has to run around a turn, so it's gonna put even more. That centrifugal force is gonna put even more pressure on them hamstrings, boy, especially coming off that turn. So.
Yes.
I think right now it's just about testing a hamstring, see what it is day by day, and then keep on going at it, and then try to test it before you go. And then, you know what I'm saying? Put the prayers up to God, man. See where it takes you.
We're going to see where she at, though, because she's doubling. The 100 is first. The 100, I think, is on the second. So we'll definitely see how serious is it when in the first prelim of her race. We'll definitely see.
I think she'll be ready though. Like I think she'll be ready. I ain't gonna count her out, but I definitely don't think that was a cramp.
Did y'all watch Sprint? Y'all watch her segment on Sprint? It gave me a lot of like clarity on who she is, because she always comes off quiet and she comes off slightly intimidating. You know what I'm saying? She's like that kind of woman that's gonna punch you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like the facial expressions, yeah.
So it's like watching her in the documentary Sprint, it was like I saw the pressure on her to be the next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think sometimes when you have to be the next, it's almost premature, with exiting of Elaine from the group, and then Shelly Ann breaking away, and then her being the only one in the group. It's like, all right, you up next, your turn, you the GOAT. Like, what you gonna do? You the head honcho, you the chief. I think that pressure of not only her within her camp, but also the country of Jamaica. Like, she's the next generation that's coming. Like, she's the leader. And that's what they're going to put her as. That in that Sprint show, that's what I saw. I saw a young woman who loved what she do, but she felt uncomfortable with those pressures.
Yeah. But she got a good group coming up behind her, though. You know what I mean? She got a good group coming up behind her with Tia Clayton. You know what I mean? The Clayton sisters, one running 10-8.
That's the young girl. Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah, run 10-8.
She was second?
Mm-hmm. She got Alana Reed. She got Slowly. She got all those young girls coming up behind them. Now, the only concern is, when them girls go to run the 4x1, they're not as strong. I don't know how that works out with America right now, because America is spinning on all cylinders. What y'all think, how they 4x1 going to fare against USA without Shericka, if she is injured?
Without Shericka?
Oof. Without Shericka.
I don't know. It's going to be tough, man.
I think it's going to be tough for them to even podium.
Because 100%.
Because now you got to look at other countries like, let's say Great Britain. Great Britain got Dean Asher-Smith. They got Nita over there. So they got a good squad of ladies who matured and started working together. They're going to be ready to go in and get on that podium again. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a tall order for those ladies over in Jamaica if they definitely lose. They lost Elaine. If they also lose Shericka, that's going to be a tough battle to get on that podium.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because, do they have enough firepower?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, if they lose Shericka too, like, do they have enough firepower to get the job done?
Listen, I feel like they need all three of them to go with the USA, bro. It ain't even a close contest. Like, you could remove one of those girls and they still powerful. You got Sha'Carri, you got Gabby Thomas, you got Melissa Jefferson, you got T.T. Terry, you got Tamari Davis, you can put Jenna Brandini. Like, bro, you could plug and play and still like roll like low 41 on that 4x1, possibly 40 point. You never know. Like, with their country having like the youth, the youth girls, you would have to have like maybe 2 of them at 10-8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going to be able to remove somebody like the Shericka or Elaine, like that's 2 big blows. But I mean, hopefully, you know, Shelly Ann going to be the vet of that 4x1 group, and she going to, like, you know, call the duty. Them girls going to stand up for her, man. She the vet. She got to.
Oh no, yeah, they'll fight. Like,
yeah, they're going to fight to the
either
death.
way, either way, they're going to fight now. Like, you know, they're going to battle for sure. But do they have, like, again, my question is, do they have enough firepower?
Yeah, I wouldn't say so, not without Shericka. But Elaine, I was like, okay, maybe, you know, with Tia stepping up and dropping them times 10-9 and 10-8.
Yeah.
But then, like, after I saw Shericka, I was like, boy, Jamaica might be in a little bit of danger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe in a little bit of danger. Shoot. What you thought about same me? What you thought about what you think about Kishane, boy?
That was strong, boy. Strong. Jeez. Yeah. He just look powerful, man, explosive. And it look easy to him. You know, like I ain't, you know, I don't know what he gonna do when, you know, they get to the games or whatnot, but he's just so strong, like, and it's like so explosive, bro. Like, it's been a while since I've seen that. Probably like, you know, a Safa for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's that's why they kind of parallel his running style to a Safa. Very strong, very explosive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, of course he don't have the technical skill set like a Safa did. You know, it's there, but you know, Safa was on a whole nother level with it. Yeah. But you know, this cat he's legit, man.
So you think that because he don't have that technique, there's a possibility that he could run even faster if he cleaned up his technique?
Of course. Yeah, he just, you know, learn probably to create more force into the track. You know what I mean? Bigger lift, like the old school guys. You know, I don't really see like the people lifting no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like back then, like it was like knees. I don't really see that too often no more, man.
Yeah.
But I think if he get, and he's with, you know, his coach, who was
Frano, yeah.
Yeah, Frano. So yeah, Frano will get him right for sure. Cause I didn't even hear about this guy until I watched the Jamaican trials. And
I'm curious, man.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch it, and I like watching the meets and stuff now by myself, no sound, and just analyzing it. But just how he did, and then I actually got a chance to watch his interview too. He was saying how his coach was telling him to shut it down, and his body couldn't shut down. I was like, man, that's crazy. Like just to hear that, like when you see it, but then to hear that, I'm like, oh damn, this kid's special. Like,
it's like that though. I remember in 2015. I already dropped 2 9.7s, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And we went to I went to Budapest.
Yeah.
And Dennis was like, bro, you don't gotta run no 9.7 today. Cause I was running 9.7 everywhere. Every race I jumped in was 9.7.
Yeah.
He's like, man, don't run 9.7. It was the hardest thing for me to do not to run fast because you start to understand the rhythm of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for him to try to slow down, I could see where it was more difficult to slow down than it is to speed up usually, right? So, but I'm curious to see if it's going to impact his race at the Olympics, because every race we've seen thus far, he slows down. He shuts down before he gets to the finish line.
I see what you're saying.
I definitely don't think so. I think what Frano and his camp, with his brother and his whole squad, what they're working on with them, that is definitely the gold medal project, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember, Justin, last year I told you about Kishane. When Coleman won his last race, he was rolling Coleman back in.
Oh, he was in Eugene?
He ran 9.85.
Okay.
And I told Justin, I said, hey, he's a problem. Justin's like, why you say that? I said, look how he eating that boy up, and he ran 9.85. That boy is a problem. Yeah. So coming back into this year and watching how he runs, I think they holding their hands like spades, man. They holding it because they already seeing what Noah and the Americans could produce, and they like, okay, we don't need to show our whole hand because they got so much analytics at their camp. They know exactly what they're going to run. You know what I mean? When you listen to Frano talk, Frano's like, oh yeah, he's going to run 9.7. And then he go out there and run 9.7. You know what I mean? When your coach is that precise, that means they have the cards to hold. They know something that nobody else do. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going on.
So I don't think the last 30, 40, 20 meters is icing on the cake. They're going to work on that leading up to the Olympics, and they're going to unveil it when it's time to unveil that part.
Yes, I definitely think it's Kishane's race to lose. But reason why I say that, because it's not about the physical attributes anymore. Him, Noah, and everybody else, Tebogo, they're in shape. You know what I mean? It's the mental aspect. Now, can he handle the moment? That was the difference. It's the same thing with Asafa. Asafa was in shape and he was the guy in 2004. Yeah. But could you handle the moment? Now, when you look up...
Yeah, that's a different beast in itself.
And you see that 60,000 or 70,000 or 80,000 people,
100,000.
100,000, you could be as in shape as you want. But when your legs go to feeling like noodles and you can't handle that moment, that's the difference. Because he hasn't been in a stadium full of 100,000 people yet to try to close the deal. And that's the mental part. That's the only thing Noah has over him. Noah's done that time and time again. So mentally, he's a little bit more advanced than Kishane. That's the only up I give Noah and Kishane right now.
But Noah's gonna be ready. And I agree with you too. It's like that last part, like of just finishing the race. I think I heard you talk about when it was in 15, you 9-7, 9-7 every time you touch the track, and just have boat pull up beside you. I don't know why I heard you say that, but I think I remember you saying.
Yeah.
Like you didn't feel nobody like the whole year. You know what I mean? So I agree with what you're saying. Is like if Noah, whoever it is, Noah or his countryman, they get beside him. Can he hold that technique? Can he hold that form? You know what I mean? And keep his composure when somebody right next to you going the same speed or faster. So
he doesn't have to fight.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to fight anywhere after 65 meters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's able to take control of the race and start shutting down. He has such a gap between the field. The field could even roll up on him. He still has a lead on him. And that's what I felt in 2015 when I raced Bolt in that finals. It was the fact that through the whole season, I had no one to contest me at the second half of the race.
Yeah.
And then when I get into the only race of the year where I was contested going through the final half of the race, I didn't have no central nervous system to be able to kick in and battle it. Yeah. So everything started just I was like, whoa, what is going on, dog? Because my body was used to shutting down at a certain point. Yeah. So I'm just curious and concerned that his body, even though mentally you can be like, oh, I'm just gonna push through that, but is your body ready to push through that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like creating bad habits in a sense.
Subconsciously, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, shoot. Hopefully, I don't know if Frano watches, so if he watch it and that happens to Kishane, boy, he telling all his athletes, stop shutting down.
Yeah, stop shutting through the line.
Run straight through that line. I don't care if you run the world record every meet. Run through that, boy.
Through the line.
Listen, though. Same meet, man. We're going to keep it right where we at. The Grasse starting to shape up. He dropped his first sub-20 for the year 1998. It looked pretty easy for him, but, he's good at this. He's the Olympic champion in the 200, and he's starting to form up. Dropping a 1998, it looked pretty solid for him. What y'all think about him? Where do you guys have him in the 200-meter rankings against Noah and the rest of the field of Kenny Bednarek and everybody else? Hold on. Let me name his name because our fans come for me. A young Area Knighton. Let me make sure.
You got to put Knighton in there now. You can't leave Knighton.
Yeah, I can't leave him out. What do you guys think? Now that you're seeing like Andre starting to round up and get into shape, where do you guys see those medals landing? Who gets what colors?
The medals?
Yeah, I know.
Medals.
Yeah, that's hard right now, bro. Because especially with the Grasse, man, I feel like he thrives in that dark horse space. Like he wants to be a dark horse. Usually dark horses are the ones right on the outside looking in, and if you give me that opportunity to beat you, I'm taking it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're going to take it.
But for him, he could be in shape and still go out there and run not good times all season long. And then all of a sudden, he turned up and run 19.6 on you, win the Olympic gold medal. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it never fails. Like, he's always prepared, like, when it counts. Like, you can, I don't care, like you said, he can run 20.5 That's the last race going into the game. And they'll count him out, and that boy come drop something crazy.
Hey, and his face never changed to the starting line, so you can't even read him, boy. He got the glasses on, he be smiling, he be like, that boy go out there run 2050 or 1950. He still got the same face.
Yeah, you can't read him. Yeah.
Can't read him, dog. He's dangerous. He too
like
to
every
me.
Year, bro. Like every
he too
year,
dangerous.
Like the grass. Like how's the grass? That boy horrible doing the year. Championship, Olympics. That boy turned to a whole nother person, man.
So I guess we got to name old boy Championship the Grasse then.
I'm telling you.
Because you know who used to be like that, man? Lauren Williams. She'll be like in and out, and then them championships like turn on. And she turned up, boy.
Yeah.
She turned up, man. That's good, man. We're gonna fly over to Monaco, man. We're gonna deal with a little bit of meets in Monaco.
Yeah.
You know, let's talk about that big 3 race, man. What you think about what Benjaim, Santos, and Warholm? You know, that was an epic race. We definitely basically got a preview to what we're gonna see in the Olympics. Rye walked away with the win. What do you guys think? How do you guys think? Do you guys think that's how it's going to fare out, or what's going to happen?
But me, I think they figured out Warholm's race strategy because he used to get out like a monster. You know what I mean? Just take it and hold on, and which he still does. But they going with him now. You know what I mean? That like they going with him, and I think he just so used to being so far out. And then being relaxed coming home. But now that, you know, that Rye's there and the other guy's there, you know, again, it puts that pressure on. And now you got to come to the home stretch with people beside you when you ain't used to that. So yeah. I feel like they figured him out, and I feel like he can't adjust. Right. I feel like he don't have enough time to adjust to their race strategy.
I actually agree with Jeff, man. I mean, I think Warholm has banked his stardom of his career on catch me if you can, basically, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to run for it. I'm going to die for it. And y'all got to come catch me.
I got to come get me.
Exactly. Now, time has shrunk. Now these guys are saying, okay, we coming to get you now.
Yeah.
You got Santos out there running very smooth and controlled races. Especially after coming back from an injury, he looks very good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And then Rye. Seeing Rye win the race and talking very comfortable after the race, I think that he's found his rhythm, and he realizes Warholm ain't that boogie monster that he was perceived to be.
Yeah.
Because if you see the last 2 races Warholm ran against in the big 3, he stutter-stepped on the last hurdle against Santos. Santos took him, got the victory. In Monaco, he stutter-stepped on the last hurdle. Bet Rye Benjaim, got him, took the victory. So now it's for Warholm to go back, figure out a new strategy, especially for that tail end, and he has to make sure he doesn't stutter step off that last hurdle. But I feel like between Santos and Rye, they're better hurdlers than Warholm, and they're going to use that to their advantage, especially for the last 2 hurdles.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Makes sense for real. Yeah, like we was talking about, man, just that pressure. Like Warholm's like just go, like, you know, like I said, nobody been able to go with him. Like, that's scary. That's a scary feeling. Like, man, this guy about to sprint the whole thing. But now they're like, okay, well, you know, once they take that chance and go with him, like, man, it's not so bad. Let me just keep going. And like I said, once they coming on that home stretch, you know, it's different. You can hurdle, like I said, if Ryan, the other guy is a better hurdler than Warholm's, then, you know, if you're in the back, it don't matter. I can be, you know, my hurdle technique can be horrible. But if I'm, you know, 10 meters out, yeah, y'all still got to come get me, but if y'all right beside me, now y'all can shift. If I'm stumped, like if I'm having that misstep, if I'm stutter stepping over the hurdle, y'all gonna get me every time now. You know what I mean? Being 10 meters ahead now, y'all closing that gap to, you know, 2 meters or 3 meters. That's a big difference.
And y'all know how it is. We've been in races where people jump out on us.
Yeah.
And we be like, whoa, we have a whole strategy until somebody jumps out on us, dog. And then we be like, hold on, I wasn't ready for all this. And then you start running their rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So
imagine you've been doing that for so long. Like you've done it for so long. Like I feel like it's not enough time for you to adjust because that's all you know. Like you've been doing that so long, you've been getting away with it. You've been winning races, breaking records, and now you have, you know, X amount of time to prepare for it. I don't think he'll adjust in time.
y'all might not like my angle, but I'm gonna come with this angle. I definitely think that him and his coach was like, because I don't know if you know, Rob Benjamin was a late entry. Warholm wanted it, him and his coach wanted it like this. We don't know what part of training they're in, you know what I mean? Because they have 2.5 or 3 weeks towards the Olympic Games. And everybody's seeing some of their training videos. It's crazy. We don't know what part of level is in. I feel he wanted to feel that type of a challenge before the Olympic Games.
Games.
Now, what him and his coach is going to do would be like, if they was loaded going into this meet, they'd be like, hey, I just want you to go out there and do your best, even though you're loaded. Let's see what happens. If you win loaded, you know, we got a little bit more in the tank. So even if he lost by a little bit, but he still might have some more in the tank. Now, this is just a theory. This is just educated guess. But I think he wanted to feel the Santos and he wanted to feel Rye. He didn't want to raw dog and go into the Olympics and then feel them. So I think this is a strategy on their part to be like, all right, this is a pre-Olympic meet. Let me feel them, and then I got something for their ass when I get to the Olympics.
So you think he's gonna get the gold?
I think so. I think he goes back. I think he gets the gold, and I think the Olympic record is gone again.
RSG has teamed up with DraftKings. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use our promo code RSG when signing up.
This weekend, we got some great odds for you. Jake Paul will be taking on one of USC's best, Mike Perry, in one of the most anticipated events of the summer. You do not want to miss out.
We've partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook for the fight. And as Justin mentioned earlier, all new customers that use promo code RSG and bet $5 will get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
That's right. I'll say it again. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Use your $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for potentially a bigger cash out. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Make sure you guys take advantage of the bonus bets DraftKings is offering today. Download the DraftKings app now. Sign up using my promo code RSG. The crown is yours.
Yeah,
I think it's Rise here, man.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's
Paul don't look confident like how he used to. Like you see this guy slapping his face, and you can see it. Like he just knew he was gonna win. Like when I got a chance to watch the race and just see him, he don't look the same to me.
If not, I think Santos is gonna be the dark horse for sure. He's slipping
Shoot,
and take that goal.
I ain't counting out our boy McMaster either. You know what I mean? McMaster been missing for a minute. You know what I mean? I mean, he training. He probably a little upset. Everybody talking about the big three. You know what I mean? He like, hey man, it's me too. I'm a medalist from last year at Worlds. So I ain't counting McMaster out either.
I think I like Rod though. I like Benjamin.
I'm going with
I
Warholm.
like Benjamin in the top spot.
I'll probably go with Rod if he showed me this time. And Rod, I definitely apologize to you. I apologize to Fred. I apologize to everybody I'm wrong by. But for right now, but for right now, I think it's definitely Jedi mind games that Warholm is playing because he's that type of guy.
I know, but I'm just letting you know right now, Doug. When you step on that track and you lose and tears start falling down your face, you wanted that bad, dog. And that's what happened to Rye. He cried. He wanted that bad. He thought he had it. He thought he had enough to get it done. He ain't going to let that happen again, Doug. He going to let that happen again. You can't let that happen again.
You're using the wrong words. Words like let. It ain't something that you let happen. When you get beat, you didn't let it happen. It happened.
Yeah, but hold on. I get what you're saying. But I'm gonna parallel the situation. I'm not gonna sit here and expose Rye and not expose myself. Cause I always said it. After that 2015 race, I cried too. I didn't let the public see me cry, but I cried. And why I say that is because I let myself down. I didn't finish off my technique. I didn't stay true to what my plan was. I think that's the same thing why Rye shedded tears because, yeah, he wanted that bad. And he probably went out there and didn't run his race. He knew he could run, and that's what brought him to be emotional. It wasn't the fact that he got spanked. It's the fact that I let myself get spanked. I knew I had it.
My G, you know I love you, right? I love you. to the earth and back. But you did cry on national television. They made memes. I remember I sent it to you.
No. This is different. This is a cry that I had in that car is different from this car right here.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
This is cry you saw.
You had that. Oh, he gonna cry in the car.
He had that shoulder jump in like, that shoulder jump, that's different, boy.
Listen, boy.
Hey, they coming from the soul.
Boy, listen, that whole car ride was quiet, dog. I was in there with a USA liaison. Remember Susan Hazard? Remember Susan, Jeff?
Probably by face.
Yeah. So she was in the car with me, and obviously the driver was there. And I just remember I just started crying. I couldn't stop crying, bro. Yeah. I couldn't stop crying. The whole car was just quiet the whole time. And that awkwardness just made me want to cry more. I was like, damn.
Oh, what Susan said to you?
What she could say? She just kept rubbing my back, dog. What can she say? She gonna lean in, whisper my ear, and be like, "Yeah, you got your ass beat."
It's okay. Yeah. You live to fight another day. You live to fight another day.
I'm still proud of you, but you got your ass beat.
I think all of us done felt them tears though.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, listen, I remember. You had to console me, man. I was crying when 2013. I was an hour in 13. I was pulling dirt. I was high. Boom.
Yeah.
You and D had to come over there. Remember, D used to say, boy, you gonna get stuck in that beehive, boy. Hey, that's all I can think about. He's like, y'all ass here playing. Y'all ass want to work hard. You go
boy, he ain't
gonna get stuck.
He used to say that at practice, boy.
Crying. That's all I can think about. Like, damn, he told me this shit was gonna happen. If I didn't, he told me it was gonna happen.
You know, as coaches, man, we don't be wanting. We want be wanting to tell y'all. You know what I mean? Because I've been on both sides of the string. Because I do this to the athletes now who I coach. We tell y'all, and the athletes think you trying to be smart. You be like, hey, look, I done live what you live. I'm trying to tell you straight up so you could understand and handle your business. Yeah. You know what I mean? But some of them, they take it lightly and they brush it off. And then when it start to happen and you bring it back to them, they be like, you said it was going, they be like, jinx. Nah, there ain't no jinx. I told you, if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, then what's going to happen.
Oh, tell you.
It's crazy. Exactly. It's crazy, man. Hey, Flo doing an amazing job with that girl, Rhasidat, man, from Ireland. You seen her in Monaco, 49-19.
I ain't get a chance to watch the race.
You ain't watch it. She ran 49-17. She making her case for the podium. She not waiting her turn. She not waiting for Paulino to step down or Shanae to step down. She like, I'm coming to take what's mine. I don't care who's your favorite. I'm making my case now. She definitely on there. Every time I seen her, man, when we was at World Relays, Justin, she had like the fastest split. And at World Relays, she split like 48-3.
I remember. I don't see three women that's faster than her.
I
don't see it. I don't see it. And I'm giving it, love Shanae. I'm giving it to Shanae because of her pedigree. We haven't seen Shanae since World Relays, but we know that she's working and we know that she knows how to get the job done. So I'm giving it to her because preparation is key and she knows how to prepare and go out there and do an amazing job. Paulino's a dog. Paulino, we already know she tried and true. She gonna show up every time. It don't matter what it is, she gonna show up.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but I don't see anybody after that could be able to hang with Rhasidat. You know what I mean? So I see her on the podium. I see her making a strong case to get on that podium. And if she's in striking distance on that home stretch with 50 to go, them long legs gonna put some work in, dog.
Yeah. Right, I ain't really been too in tune with the women's for this year.
Yeah, hey,
I ain't really been too in tune.
Yeah, it's been deep, man. Like you can just listen to me and go at it, man. But shoot, I'm pretty sure if you wasn't in tune with that, I know you definitely wasn't in tune with this, man. These guys, the guy from Algeria, man, Sadaji. Hope I say his name right. I know they're gonna correct me in the comments.
Yeah, hey, you be messing people. Hey, every time I see something, they be like, well, tell they do to get my name right. Like,
hey, you see, I'll be over quiet though.
Hey, listen. He's from Algeria. This dude, 140, 146. 141. This is second 141 for the year. He is third all-time on the all-time list, man. The only two people ahead of him was the old world record holder and the new world record holder. You know what I mean? And then when they raced in Paris, the French dude, all those dudes ran 141, man. Like, the 800 going to be a hot one at the Olympics also.
Yeah.
We talking about world record?
That race either, but I did hear about what top 3 running like extremely fast.
It really, bro. In Paris, they ran 141, and now they're the 3rd, 4th, and 5th fastest in the event history
of all time.
So are we looking at a world record?
Possibly, bro. With them 3,
that's a big record, boy.
Because what's the record?
140.
140 what?
140 like 11. I think.
Yeah, that's a big record, dog.
Yeah, that's a big record.
That's a big record, dog.
That's a big record.
Hey, but once you put those guys, this guy just ran 141 by himself. When they ran together, all 3 of them ran 141, but then he just ran 141 by himself. I feel like once we reinsert those guys back together, they already know where they at in life. To run for the win, man, it's going to be somebody who's going to go out and be like, man, I'm taking that first lap in 48, and I'm going to just gas it. I'm going to just see where they at.
Nah, if they're in that type of shape, they definitely going to go for it.
Yeah, dog. You don't do that against killers now.
Nah.
You don't gas it against killers, dog. They going to come for you.
I'm telling you, them boy come by, you be like, man, why did I do that, man?
You been just like this watching them pass you.
Man, listen, that Monaco meet was really fun to watch. Jeff, you got to go back probably on YouTube and watch it, man.
Yeah, I think I watched what? I watched the 100. I seen Alfred. I watched the 100. What else? I think the high jump.
Did you see Quincy Hall? That boy.
I see.
Hey,
he was
that boy slugged up.
Where he from? He from Florida?
No, he from Texas. If anybody on our podcast don't know, if you from Florida or for this live, when they say slugged up, man, that mean you gold out. You got goals.
But it's different though, because when he had his grill or whatnot, I said he can't be from Florida because our goals look a little different. They shine, you know what I mean? They fit a little different. Yeah. I said, I don't think he's from Florida. Like, shouts out to him. I said, I don't think he's from Florida, but he doing his thing. He rolling.
Yeah, he making his case for that podium, man. Like, he putting R242, Stephen Gardiner, he putting them on notice that, like, he and that's the Olympic champion, like, that he coming.
You think he got to clean up? You think he got to clean up his technique to
for Stevie run like a gazelle, bro. Stevie, you could put Stevie in a hallway and that boy wouldn't even rub the wall.
No, I'm saying Quincy. I'm saying you think Quincy, because, he don't got
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
To beat Stevie on his A game, he gonna have to clean some of that up because let's remember, like, Stevie realized he could run in between 43.5, 43.7, and he's been to 43 a numerous amount of times. So his body knows about that. This is Quincy Hall's first time in 43.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a fighter though. Like, he's a fighter.
He is. But I mean, Stevie a dog now. I ain't gonna say what Stevie said. I said it off camera when I asked him about the world championship a time ago. But a lot of people don't know. They take him for light, but Stevie a dog though. He
a dog too.
He talked that talk. Now he'll be like, hey, yeah, he doing good, but he gonna have to sit his ass down.
Stevie rolling, and the thing, you know what's so crazy? Because Stevie be running so fast, and then like after the race, he just fall out. He's like, after the race, you like, damn, was it that tough? But then he just pop back up and do it again. Like, yeah, he a dog too.
Yeah, I think for Quincy Hall, man, I think that last part of that race was just like an effort. I'm going for it kind of race. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all come off the turn at the same time. I'm gonna gas it. I'm gonna see where the boys at. Yeah. And then he just started pulling away, and he reached a whole new level. So I think now what's gonna happen is he know that his body can keep a 43, 80, right? So that means like now he can go back and start cleaning up in the next couple of weeks. He can clean up his form for that last 100 meters or 120 meters and see where that put him at.
Yeah, I think he'll be in good contention for sure. You know what I mean? Just like once you take your body through that threshold, and like I said, sometimes, you know, it's like, it's a little fear of like, okay, if I push it too much, like, am I lock up or, you know? So when you start taking that body through the threshold and taking it to another level, then you come back like, well, I'm good now. now I'm gonna keep pushing. Then, like I said, that's when you see crazy times on the board.
Yeah, now you confident now. You're like, oh, I can do this now. Let's do this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely ain't scared. Like when them boys come around the corner, like he gonna have some stiff competition. And Matthew Hudson-Smith, Stephen Gardiner, you know what I mean, himself and the other Americans. Like it's not gonna be easy. Like we gonna see how he, like, you know, Justin and you know that Olympic stadium is very different from like your regular track and field stadium.
It's fun though, man. It's fun. Like when you go in there, it's fun, bro. I remember before going into the Olympic Stadium, Dennis grabbed me, bro. He was like, Jeff, do not look up. I'm like, what? That's what he tell me, like, do not look up. I'm like, man, as soon as I get in the stadium, I just look up. Like, but that's where you get your juice from, man.
Yeah,
like
that energy right there.
It depends. It depends. Dennis told me that too. I remember my first Commonwealth Games in India, man, and they had like 80,000 people. And he told me that same thing. Don't look up. I looked up, boy, my legs turned into two spaghetti straps.
So I think it's different, right? Because, you know, I was playing in the swamp, man.
Yeah.
I was playing, you know, going to like LSU. Like, LSU, bro, man. Like, I wish you could have that, like, just see through my lens, bro. Like, that environment, like, is different. Like, anytime you go, you know, on them like to these football games and go against like the opposing team, like on their home turf. That's why I said the Olympics, they showing nothing but love. You know what I mean? You go to the other places, this boy hate you, man. I was excited, man. You get that juice and that energy. So you know, for all the athletes, I think for all the athletes, they'll pull like that energy in to allow them to have better performances.
Yeah, I used to love that energy, boy. I couldn't wait to come out from under that stadium and see all them people.
Yeah.
People looking for you to come out. There he is. Yeah. There's Gatlin. I'll be smelling energy. I'll be like The Rock.
Do you smell?
Yeah. Open the gates on
the Hey, speaking of opening up the gates, man. Julian Alfred, man, she in a good rhythm right now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't know about her, man? Her running so well. Bro, 2 years ago, she tried to quit and Flo didn't let her. Her coach Flo didn't let her. She tried to quit track.
What, she wasn't performing well or something?
No, she said it was too hard and she was going to quit. She even said in that interview, bro, when they kept asking her, like, what keeps her going? She said, I ain't going to lie to you. Coach Flo, my coach is everything. My spine, my back, him. I can't tell you anything else. Like, I wouldn't be here without him. Shouts out to Flo, man.
You got to think about it. If it was 2 years ago, that means she just came out for NCAA's last year, winning the 1 and the 2. So the previous year before that, she was ready to quit.
Oh yeah, that's the year of Abby Steiner.
Yep.
She ran well that year though, right?
I don't even know, bro. But I just find that to be so interesting. Like everybody always, it sounds so cliche. Everybody always say your blessing is right on the other side, right about when you about to break. You know what I mean?
That's when it get tough.
That's how everybody says. Say when it get at its toughest and you feel like you're about to break, that's when you need to double down. And she almost broke, but her coach didn't let her break.
That's when you have a great coach too, though.
Yo, facts.
So you have a great coach that
can reel you back in.
Yeah. So that's just credit to Coach Flo, man. Shout out to Coach Flo.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Flo for sure.
Yeah.
I got her making the podium. I don't know which color the medal gonna be, but she definitely is a threat. She getting on that podium, bro.
Yeah.
I got her to make the podium.
I got her making the podium too.
I got her making the podium.
Mm-hmm. I like to see that.
You like to see that, but where you got it though?
Because this will be their first
Olympics
for her country.
For her country, yeah. But she got it on her shoulders like Karani did. Remember, Karani was the first for Grenada.
I think that's gonna give her that extra boost too. Yeah,
it's too early, bro. I can't tell that 100-meter side, dog. It's crazy. It's crazy jam packed over there, dog.
What? Who you telling?
It's too jam-packed to even just pick. You know what I'm saying? Like the top 3, I feel like, who gonna be on the podium, dog? Because you know how it is, bro. Especially in them 100 meters, the finals. A lot of crazy things be happening, dog. You be like, what? I ain't see that person even. They had the run of their life. And the ones you think that's gonna have the run of their life, they don't. So I gotta wait and see.
You think this year is stronger than last year's 100?
Oh, definitely. Olympic year, like look how much people starting to drop out the sky, man. You know what I mean? We just had the boy from South Africa, Benjamin Richardson. That boy ran 986 today. He ran 986 today. You know what I mean? So where did we put him? He ran 986 today, and then Lamont Jacobs ran 1008. So in my head, when I looked at Lamont 1008, I'm like, you know, no disrespect to Lamont, but these dudes out there, they riding in cars, boy. 1008 ain't gonna get you no love.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to at least be to medal. I think you at least have to be 9.8 or better.
I think so. I think 985 gets the bronze.
This is the time. This is the time when you show what you got. It's only a couple weeks out before the Olympics. You got to show what you got. At least test what you got. Now it don't got to be 100%. It could be about 80%, but you got to test it. 10-0 ain't tested it. You know what I'm saying? Like that means you just out running out there to run. I saw the race. He had to dive for the line to get the 10-0 against the whole Chinese relay, 4x1 relay. So I just feel like he got a couple weeks. He got to put something together. You know what I mean? And he has to navigate. He has to navigate very intelligently through the rounds, so he has that moment that he had in 2021. You know.
Say, let me ask you too. Like, say if you run, say you run a 10-0, right? And you got like 2 weeks and change to get right. Is that enough time? Like, you know, you can't count nobody out. But if you run like, 10-0, like you said, you diving for the line, you think you got enough time to prepare to get in that type of form to compete with these guys?
Hold on, Jeff. Let me ask God on that one.
Call God.
Let me call God, boy. But I mean, nowadays it's different from when we were training, right? You know what I'm saying? So like now they got a lot of modalities. They got the 1080 machines that you could be able to do toe work, be able to do resistance work on. So whatever you need to be able to help get you to a faster pace in a short amount of time, there's things out there that can help you get there. You know what I mean? So it's a possibility, bro. I mean, no one was checking for him in 2021, bro. Think about it. And he came out with Olympic gold. So
I think he had a 993 under his belt. Like
he did.
Like coming into the games, I think, right?
Nah, but Jeff, man, he got a 993 under his belt. He had a few guys that had a few 9.8s. But this Olympic year, you got 9.7. You got 5. You got now, but this Benjamin guy, you probably got like 6 9.8s. That just happened. Like this ain't early in the year.
And you got 2 9.7s because you got Omanyala who ran 9.7.
Oh yeah, you got Omanyala. So you got 2 9.7s, about 6 9.8s, and then a whole bunch of 9.9s.
Yo.
So this
10-0 ain't gonna cut it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's the defending champ. 10-0 ain't gonna cut it, but does he have enough time to get back in, at least that 9-second range to contend?
I mean, we don't know the backstory. We're only watching the results, right? No. He could be still in the gym. He could be still loaded. He might have thought it was a good race after still just having 2 days of just trying to let your muscles relax and then go out there and run. If he takes the next 4 or 5 days to kind of take that heaviness off his legs, he might be in sub 10 shape. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Maybe that was his tester. Maybe that was his tester to show exactly he's in bona fide sub 10 shape, and then he can rock and roll through the rounds from there.
But
he went into 2021 with a 993, and then he finished the finals with a 980. You feel me? So that's a jump.
Listen. You said let me help you, Justin. You said sub 10. He didn't run sub 10. He ran 10.08. 1, 2. You said he ran 993. 10.08 and 993 is totally different. Man, this boy gonna struggle at the Olympics if he's going to struggle. It's gonna be tough.
I get it. He asked me about the time frame.
Yeah,
I'm just saying hypothetically, we don't know what his training regimen has been. So he could be loaded. That 10-0 could be off of just being loaded muscle-wise. And then now he backs off for the next 4 or 5 days and then see where he's at. He might be back in that 995, 994 shape, 993. We don't know. So I think it's going to really tell us where he at in the prelims. The prelims are really going to tell where he at.
But even that 993 and 994, shit, that ain't gonna cut it either.
That boy gonna shut down and run 10-3 on y'all. Hey, another person ran today, man. Listen, shout outs, and everybody think I don't know why people think this. I think the world of Femke Bol. I think she's amazing. She just ran today. She ran, first time she subbed 50.9. I think a lot of people took what I said at the contest when I was like, she will have to die to beat Sydney McLaughlin. Didn't mean it physically, but I mean, she definitely had to dig deeper to go somewhere and try to go somewhere where Sydney goes or lives. Sydney lives there. You know what I mean? For Femke, this is her first visit to 50 point. So now I feel like what they're doing for the 400-meter hurdles is definitely going to be an amazing race. You got 50.95 and 50.6. Femke is definitely showing, I'm not going to let you lay down and let you have this.
Yeah.
We're going to go to battle all the way in. Huh? She probably heard what I said. I hope when she meets me or when she sees me again, she's going to be like, I don't like you. I'll be like, hey, look, man. These are just opinions. You can't hide either.
You got the favorite right? So you can't hide. She gonna find you.
Femke Bol, if you listen or anybody that knows Femke Bol, tell her, man, we love to have you on the show. Because I definitely wanted to be like, I don't like you, Rod. But you have helped me. You motivated me.
She might love you. She's like, you know what? You the one brought the best out of me.
Hey, look, if I am, I hope so. But you know, shouts out to her, man. She's now she already was the European record holder, but now she is the European record holder that's sub 51, which is amazing.
Like what, 50.95 or something like that?
50.95. I don't think these people understand what's going on with these 400-meter hurdles. Her and Sydney just ran the qualifying time, the Olympic qualifying time for the 400 flat with hurdles in their way.
That's crazy, boy. Don't just say hurdles. Hurdles sound like 3 hurdles. They had 10 barriers that they had to get over at full speed and qualified for the 400-meter flat.
For the so put it in perspective.
They'll be in the 4. They just will be by a long way too at that.
That's very crazy. So I just want our fans to understand, like, how that is. They're running times that girls run without hurdles in their way professionally. Not in high school or college, professionally. They're running those times with 10 hurdles in their way. I want our fans to understand that.
I gotta give Femke Bol her flowers, man, because I think that she's putting together a great strategy. She dropped into the 50 points now. And I think once it gets to the Olympics, she gonna take the lessons that you have put out there. She gonna die for it, bro. Because if you saw the race, she messed up the last 3 hurdles. She stepped over the last 3 hurdles and still went under 51. That needs to tell me that if she cleans up her last 3 hurdles and confidently, she's definitely 50.7, 50 point, maybe even lower. We don't know. But now that puts her in contention of coming off that last turn, maybe stride for stride and see where it goes from there.
You're right, but we all know Femke runs that mixed relay also. So I don't know if Sydney is going to run a mixed relay before her 400-meter hurdles.
It's in the talks. It's in the talks right now.
I don't know if she will, but if Femke runs that, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be taxing towards the legs, if we going to get some fresh legs to do this again. You know what I mean? Because we all know she runs hard for our country, you know what I mean, of the Netherlands, man. She does the mixed relay, she does the 400-meter hurdles, and then she comes back and she does the 4x4. So,
you're right.
You know what I mean? She is the queen of the Netherlands, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I know with Sydney, it'll probably just be 400-meter hurdles 4x4. but I don't know if she's going to have anything before. You know what I mean?
They're in talks of negotiating, see exactly if she can run the mixed relays. The issue is timing. The issue is the fact that if she runs the finals of the mixed relays, she gets 1 day off, and then she has the first round of 400 hurdles. So if that plays in the Bobby's scheme or her plan, then so be it. But if it doesn't, that's going to be a hard negotiation between her and the powers to be.
Man, that's like a shakeout for her and Sydney, man. No disrespect to the other athletes. They could go out there and run 53 and get through the prelims.
The crazy thing, that's what they said. They said she's go out there and run 53, just the first round.
Yeah, it's the first round. Like who them girls like killing themselves to run 53. Like
you're right. They're gonna be that one. It's gonna be that one to be like try to beat her though.
Yeah, that's
it's always that one. It's always that one.
It's always that one. They gonna tell their grandkids, bro. They gonna tell their grandkids, I beat Sydney. I beat Sydney. First round, grandma. You beat her in the first round. She was jogging though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, even if somebody pulled up, I know she got enough poise to just let them go.
Yeah, so I definitely have, Sydney is definitely the favorite, but I'm still not ruling out Femke, man. Femke, the underdog, I love an underdog story. So Femke, I see you. You know what I mean? But Sydney definitely is going to be hard to beat.
You know who else we see? We see that boy Tebogo back on the track.
Oh, yeah.
That boy Tebogo back on the track, man, with that 200.
Yeah, listen, he ran that thing like a trainer rep.
It looked easy, huh?
He came through. He looked like he rolled the curve. He looked like him and his coach talk, okay, this is just a pre-meet before we go to the Olympics. Let's just, go dominate the race, but don't show your whole hand. So he looks like he runs, gets to 150, does a body check, and just holds the lead to just win the race. I don't know. You tell me. You ran on that track before in the same lane, so you tell us about it.
No, man. I mean, he looked really relaxed. He looked confident. I want to see him turn up just a little more. See what's up. I know he got it. He showed us what 4 or 5 months ago what he got. So I want to see how sharp he's kept it.
Listen,
maybe.
Did you see his interview?
I didn't see the interview.
Boy, he pulled out his mama picture and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do anything for her." So I don't know what we gonna see, boy. I ain't giving out no medals, but I know when dudes put their mama on the line, that's a different kind of move. We seeing it with Mackenzie Long. I'm just saying, when people put their mama on the line, bro, it brings out a different type of.
Yeah, but you gotta run pretty hard for that.
Exactly, dog. You gonna die for that one, dog.
You die for that one.
You gonna die for that one.
I don't know, man. You can't pull something like that from somebody who's never lived it. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. I want to see him do it. It's definitely gonna be tough for him, but that's definitely new motivation. So and I'm a Tebogo fan, so I gotta get. You know what I mean? I like Tebogo, man, and he's young, man. He's a young kid getting it.
He young and mysterious. You don't know that much about him, though. He a rider, though.
Yeah,
you don't know that much about him, though.
No, you don't. You don't.
Hey,
man.
So I got a question though, Jeff. Why we ain't see you run a lot of 200s though?
I ain't gonna lie, I was scared of that too. Because of riding though, man. Like it was AU Nationals.
I remember that.
Man.
Yo,
I remember that.
He gave it a new Adidas uniform, new spikes. I won 100. I'll say, okay, I'm gonna go out here and run the 2. Man, I hit the 2 all I had. I'm telling you, the pain I felt in my legs. After that, I think I had run like 21:04. And the pain I felt in my leg, I said, I don't never want to feel that again.
Listen,
but you did though. We had to do them 4x4s, man. That 4x4 we do at UCF.
Nah, it wasn't the same. I was still scarred. When I'm running that, I'm still thinking about that 200 feeling. And I was just scared of it. Like to be honest, like I was literally scared, like to just hit it. And I know I probably could have dropped some, but I was so scared of it. Like it was just like a mental block. You know what I mean?
Listen, Justin, he ran 21:04. That's in the 11th grade. And he told me he won and told me he didn't want to do it no more.
It was so bad, right? It was so bad. I remember Coach Holloway telling me, he like, Jeff, if you run 20.8, you in 9.5 shape. That's what he told me. It was so bad. He said, if you run 20.8, boy, you in 9.5 shape.
Boy, he gave you Jeff mathematics. That's Jeff mathematics right there, boy.
Listen.
That's how bad my dude was.
We just saw Mouse this weekend. Mouse, you capping. That boy would have ran 20 he is not in no 9.
Hey, I did split a 20.6 though in the 4x2 at Penn Relay. Yeah. I did.
Yeah, listen, man. You remember that 4x4 we did?
Yeah, that was horrible. I remember the dude walking by me like, he looked at me, Jeff, you running the 4x4? Like, yeah, that boy shook his head like, man.
Hey, we all died in that 4x4 now.
I remember that 4x4. Justin, boy, you came on that last 100, you look like you were riding a horse.
Yeah, whatever horse Jeff jumped off of, that's a horse that I jumped on.
Hey, I was riding that same horse too.
We was out there look like we was double dutching on that last 50, dog.
Right, but you know the thing, it's like leading up to it. You know, what was that? What year was that?
That was 2013 or 12.
I was just coming back. I was just coming back from playing.
I think it was 13 or something like that.
Yeah, I was 13.
I was just coming back from playing, right? And you know, it's my first meet. We at UCF, so you know, got the local people, so they know me. They're like, Joe, what's going on? What you running? I'm like, I'm running the 4x4. Like, what? The 4x4? Yeah. It's like nobody won't believe me. Like they just put their head down and walk away. And bro, and what really messed me up, I warmed up like it was 100. Then nobody up on game.
We ain't no other warm up though, bro. We ain't no other warm up.
I'm warming up so hard. So when I got out there, I had a good 250. It was so bad. Hey, Rod, it was so bad. I just remember Dumbu walking beside. She in the infield. Dumbu walking beside me. She's like, "Come on, Jeff, you can finish. You can finish." Really walking in the infield beside me. I said, "Oh my goodness." Hey, they got a good laugh out there.
That means you had an out of body experience, dog. You was able to run and look and see everything going on around you.
Like she was lit. It's like somebody just like pat you up, like, "Come on, Jeff, you can do it. Just finish." And she's literally walking beside me in the infield, and I'm trying so hard to get to the line.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Them 4x4s, like in my head, I don't even know the rhyme or reason of why we did them. Like,
I don't know. Hey, mental toughness.
Yeah, exactly. But you remember when I came on that last home stretch? I don't even know what school was. It Albany? Was it Albany?
It was a small school. It was a small school.
So anyway, audience, I got beat in the 4x4. Was I the anchor? I was the anchor, right?
Yeah, you was anchor.
They lost it. They went wild in the stand.
Listen, he beat me to the finish line. They lost it, dog.
I'm talking about the whole crowd, yeah. Them boy party.
They were jigging, boy. They were taking pictures like they just won the whole Super Bowl and the Olympics at the damn time.
Yeah, they were partying, boy. Oh, man. Yeah, we had some time. Well, yeah, we had some time.
We did, man. Boy. We did. We can't leave about talking about the Ukraine young lady, man. I know I'm probably Yaroslava. If that's not her name, somebody gonna correct me in the comments.
Yeah, somebody got it.
Hey, she broke that record.
I promise y'all, he's trying though. He's trying though.
I am trying.
Y'all get too mad at him. Send a voice note.
Hey, go ahead. Cause the first one I see, I ain't gonna be the good y'all. I think you what's your name? Masai Russell?
Yeah. He messed up Masai's name. I knew she gonna come for. I knew she gonna come for when I posted it. I was like,
she came directly for me. She looked for my ad or whatever, and she direct. Hey man, stop messing with my name.
That was bad, though. Right? That was bad.
I got it right though. Listen. I apologize directly to her. I'll apologize again. I am sorry. You know what I mean? So. And hopefully she got that, man. You know, hopefully she get on the podium. See, I put that out there too. You know what I mean? So if you see me, don't run up on me. Lonnie, tell her we cool, man. Lonnie, your coach, Lonnie Green. He from the Bahamas, so come on. She
DM'd me. She said to get an apology, you gotta say her name 3 times in a row, like Candyman.
Nah, boy. You playing, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, boy. Hold on. Say it for me first, Justin, so I don't get it right.
Masai.
Masai.
There you go. There we are. Clean slate. We clean slate now.
Clean slate. But anyway, if it ain't Yaroslava, I hope that's how you say it. She jumped 210. Now, for our audience looking, man, 210 is like 6'10", right? 6'10". This lady is jumping over LeBron James' head.
This is facts that we need for normal audience to understand how amazing field events can really be. Yeah. This woman done jumped over LeBron James' head and her back ain't touched his head.
Yeah,
smooth over his head, eating peanuts off his. What she say? What did he do, Jeff? She ate peanuts off that boy's head.
Peanuts off that boy's head.
Pop them things up, boy. That's crazy, man. And it was the world record was done before she was even born. That's so crazy. That's how old the world record is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she jumped it on the first attempt. Attempt, she broke the world record.
That's when you gotta do it, bro. When you overthink it too much, you ain't gonna get it. We always see it. Everybody like, oh, the attempt for the world record. It don't matter in the pole vault. It could be long jump. It could be high jump. It could be anything. When you see them back there standing like this, I'm like, oh, y'all lost it.
Yeah.
You lost it. You just gotta go.
You just gotta go. Go for
just gotta go.
It look easy. It look pretty easy, man.
Yeah. I ain't no telling what she gonna do, man. Her technique is so cold, though. She flopped over that boy, so cool, man. I was like, and everybody who know, I love high jump. You know what I mean? Shout out to Juice Donald Thomas from the Bombers, man. We love high jump once he started doing high jump. So I'm a big fan. So I always watch the high jump now. You know what I mean? That's the event I wish I could do if I wasn't a sprinter. Jeff, what's the event you wish you could do if you wasn't a sprinter?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I probably do I'll maybe do the 15 or something.
1,500?
1,500?
Boy, you crazy, boy.
Because,
that boy.
Boy, you nervous for the 200.
No, listen though, because the 2 is it's a all-out sprint. When I set me a nice little rhythm, I can hold my pace pretty good now.
Okay. So hold on. We gonna find out right now.
I float a little bit.
What you do in the mile, boy?
In the mile? So I ran 2 minutes in elementary.
And
I don't know. I ain't really clocked the mile, but I know, fall training and stuff like that. I'm pretty good. Oh, I'm straight in fall training.
Yeah, you straight, bro. You got nothing for me over here. You straight. Hey, that boy Jeff put them little jogger shorts on.
That's on time.
Them little flappy dissy shorts. He be going.
I call them the parachute pants.
You ain't never seen me in the fall because you always got me.
He ain't got no shoulder work though. He look like, when you see the football players that jog off the field to the sideline. Imagine him run like that for a whole mile. Hey, he be like this. Hey, take me out for a mile.
Oh man. We had another world record go down. Speaking of the 1,500, Faith, I can't mess her name up. Her name is Faith from Kenya, ran 3:49. 3:49, she broke the 1,500 meter world record in Paris, man. Listen, I think they're just giving her how much world records y'all think gonna fall in Paris? Track and field, both.
You want to do a bet?
Yeah, we're gonna put a rating in the comments. How many you think? I think track and field combined, I think we're gonna see 6 world records fall.
I'm going with 4.
I was gonna say 5.
All right, cool.
So
4, 5, and 6.
I'm gonna go 3.
3, 4, and 6.
I know that's a low on the low end, but I'm going 3.
Our production team gonna put it up under this clip, man. How many world records y'all think gonna fall in Paris? You know what I mean? And y'all go ahead and click off at it.
I'm saying what the winner get? I'm 3. Got 4. You what? 6?
Shoot, your drink of choice, man. Mine is Crown, man. What's your drink of choice?
Right now I'm on that Remy.
All right, I bother that boy a real ninja. That boy.
That's what they say. That's Hennessy. I'm on the Remy. The Remy is like uphill.
Remy is up there, But Remy was back in the day, like before dudes started making Henny real popular, dudes was on that Remy, boy.
But they like the OG.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like OG. That's why I picked it up. Like my uncles and stuff, like my dad, my uncles and stuff used to drink that.
Yeah, that's what I know.
So I got little squid.
Yeah, you always hanging with old people too, man. So I already know what time it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just talking to my wife about that. Like,
yeah, you don't hang with nobody's age.
My circle always been like old head.
Old head, boy. Yeah. I jumped at Jeff Cole that time. That boy was playing that. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your pusher man. Hey, that boy reincarnated Shaft, dog. That boy got all the swag in the world, though.
Hey, my dad put me on that. I've been on that old school heavy, man. Like old school with some chucks on with a Dickie.
Yeah. my daddy too, man. My daddy
with the taped up wrist.
Yeah, taped up like a baby boy.
that boy Ving Rhames, boy. My daddy the same way, man. Look, everybody who was always older than me, always, even Brooks, when we used to talk, he used to be like, "Little ninja boy, you think you old as me, boy? You be talking like you old." I'd be like, "Yeah, man. You know what I mean?" I just got all the old songs Brooks listen to. I listen to because of my old man. I listen to Voice, Stylistics. Y'all don't even know who the Stylistics is, boy.
I don't know what that is, boy.
Exactly. But I guarantee you call your daddy Justin and be like, "Hey, Dad, you know some you know what the Stylistics thing? Tell me, have you seen her?"
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the stylist?
But I don't know who I know my dad, he gonna know.
Yeah.
So like, hey, you got this, you got that. Like, nah, I ain't heard it. So, and he old school, so he don't really know about YouTube. So I put him on YouTube because he got a buddy in the neighborhood come around with the CD.
He didn't. Right, he didn't even know they had. He didn't know they even made videos, did they? He like, they got videos.
Man, I'm telling that. I'm talking about he got a stack, bro, like 100. I'm like, Dad, you can just go on YouTube and just type whatever you want. He still won't work, so I got to get my little brother and stuff like that to go on YouTube and type the music. He'll call me late night. He be in there feeling. He in the car, listen to that 94.5. He be in there feeling on that old.
He be in there in that car listening to I Saw You and Him walking in the rain. Girl, give me that coat back. Give me them shoes back.
Hey, that's the juice man, man.
That's the juice man right there.
Look at Rod. You don't need to ride.
I know about the juice man, boy.
I know about the juice, man.
Hey, last thing we're going to discuss, man. These unconventional sponsorships, man, that's coming into our space. What y'all think about them, man? We got Christina Clemens with Doritos. Yep. We got Dylan Baird, who run the 110-meter hurdles. He got Walmart and Sam's.
I love it, man.
As a sponsor, man. What y'all think? I mean, we got Fred Curley with Skims.
Who that? That's with Kim
Kardashian.
Yeah, that's Kim K.
Come on, Fred.
What y'all think? When y'all was running, what sponsorship, unconventional sponsorship, would you have wanted to represent if you could have got one?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Trojan man.
But you got to answer too, Rod.
Oh, mine would have been zebra cakes, just to know why.
Zebra cakes.
I like zebra.
I would have had on a white suit with the brown stripes across it there.
Boy, you would have had a whole white suit on with the zebra stripes going across your back.
You know it, boy. You know it.
I think it would have been cool. For me, I think it would have been cool to like been sponsored. Like I'm a Rose fan, so I think it would have been cool to been like backed by like MMG or something like that.
Oh, you would have on a record deal, boy.
I want like a record company or something to get behind.
Oh, so what about Bad Boy and Puffy?
Hey, Jeff, we need you. Jeff, congratulations on your win. We need to show up to the party afterwards now.
Yeah,
it's in your contract. It's in your contract.
Oh, party, boy.
Hey, boy, you in that party. Once you hear that gong, boy, you better get up out of there.
I ain't even going to the party. Hey, man, just send the wire, man.
No,
I don't even matter of fact, I don't even want to speak to you, man. Let me speak to them, man. It would have been cool though. If I'd have got Rose behind me or something like that.
Hey, at Rose, man. Rose, we want you to get involved in the track world, man.
They get in that track world.
Get in the track world, man. Come see. We already had Snoop Dogg. Rose,
man.
You
got Snoop.
Yeah, man.
It only take one road.
Yeah, come on.
Lemon pepper wings, baby. What's up?
Yeah. Let's get that.
Hey, after the race, lemon pepper.
Wingstop. You know what I mean?
I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea, though.
What about you, Jess?
I think it's a great idea. Which one would I pick? I don't even know, dog.
It got to be something you like that you know ain't in our space that you would have been like, hey, man, I would have loved to represent y'all because I love y'all stuff.
Damn.
Oh, you know what would have been cool though? Like getting sponsored by a car company, like a sports, you know what I mean? Like a Ferrari or like a Lambo type.
Yeah. That'd been hard right there.
Hey, but
then you got like a red suit, speed suit, or got the lime green speed suit with the Ferrari or a Lamborghini symbol on it. Boy, that'd been tough, boy.
They had that back in the day. I don't know if you was there when Dennis was telling us about it. Mazda used to sponsor them. The car company, Mazda. And
we talking about Ferrari, bro.
I mean, it was back in the day.
Yeah, it was back. I mean, Mazda,
Yeah, Mazda, remember the RX-7? He said they had a meet, but they would race for the car, but they had to leave the car overseas. Man, we got to get one of them on the show to talk about. No, for real. They say Carl Lewis started about how he had to race for a Benz in 88, but they couldn't bring it back. It cost too much money to bring it back.
Man, I would have sold that thing. I'd be like, man,
That's probably what they did, man. We got to get the old heads on the show, man. I don't want to say his name, but he used to tell me, back in the day, you couldn't travel with more than $10,000, and they used to get their money in cash. So they used to wear a money belt. Yeah, bro. And they would travel from country to country with the money belt with their money on them. And they'd be traveling with $40K, $50K.
Boy, that's some diabolical work, boy. You are a mule for yourself. You muling your own money, dog.
You got to think, if you claim that money, if you claim that money, that $50K, when you cross the border, you got to cut Uncle Sam his money too. So you gonna lose. You coming with $50K, you losing about 15 of that when you get back here. $15K gone.
Listen, boy, that's some gutsy stuff right there. I done did some gutsy stuff in my life, but that right there, I had $100K in cash in a brown paper bag one time.
I remember this story. Tell them what you did with it. Tell them what you did in it when they paid you with it.
And I was in Daegu, and all I remember is they kept trying to pay me in cash, and me and Ronaldo, my agent at the time, he was like, we can't take this in cash, y'all. And they was like, no, take it, please, take it. No, we need to wire it. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, before you wire it though, can I see it though? I never seen $100K in cash, boy. This is 2000. It's 2005, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I remember taking it to my room. Me and my agent sat in the room. We sat in the chair opposite each other, and we put it on a little coffee table right in the middle of us. And we just looking at the stack of money, dog. And before I was like, man, it's crazy, boy. I really want to take it. And he's like, man, I could take about 25 if you could take the rest. I was like, man, you know how much that is? The rest of it?
Hey, and then were you going back home or you had to?
We was going back home. We was going back home.
You go back home.
But I didn't want to risk it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Do you type of stranger like, hey man, I give you a little piece if you just take this through for me?
Nah, man, I wouldn't even trust it.
I get a little cut.
Wire. I'd rather Uncle Sam take it than some stranger gonna run off. By the time he get off that plane, he gonna take off on my ass.
Yeah, but if you wire, how long it took?
Nah, man, it took maybe 2 days. 2 days.
Oh,
3 days.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm taking a wire.
I had to take a picture. I took a picture with it before I let it go. Though I had to take a picture with the stack. And I was like, all right, I'll take it back.
Track, well, you don't get your wire to a whole year later, boy.
I know, boy. No, see, you forget you even had it, dog. You forget you even had the money.
That's when he was world champion, so now you gonna get there right away. If you ain't world champion or something, you gotta wait on that money, boy. You gonna wait till September, October. Some of that money be coming in November.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
craziest thing, bro. Getting your money later.
But I think before we close out, I think we're talking about sponsors.
Yeah.
I think they should go ahead and just open it up like NASCAR. Be able to have multiple sponsors all on your uniform, right? I think the protocol should be whoever made your uniform, if it's Nike, Adidas, their logo is bigger than all the other logos. So it stands out, right? Other than that, bro, I mean, why not? Why can't you not have multiple sponsors? Because that's what stops people from getting sponsors, to be honest. They're like, well, how are you going to represent me? You know what I'm saying? How you going to represent me if you going to be out there running, then they're going to take still photos of you or videos of you crossing the line. There's no representation from my company. So now they have opportunities. So they should go ahead and just lift that whole rule and just say, hey, you get 6 sponsors. Boom, go for it. You know?
Yeah,
3 on the front, 3 on the back.
Because then you could actually sell parts of your body, man. Like whoever is your sponsor in the front, you put them in the front. If you had an arm sleeve, you could sell your arm. If you had a leg sleeve, you know what I mean, you could sell your leg. You know what I mean? If you had a bandana like Kenny Bernard, whatever, you could sell that. You know what I mean? So I definitely think to sponsors out there or the governing bodies of the world athletics, I think, you guys are stopping the power of the interests in our sport outside of our sport. So definitely let those people see that it's very marketable to the athletes, for the athletes and for yourself. And I think that's how we grow our sport also.
Yeah, not 100%. Because even like with me, like while I was running, I had a lot of local companies that want to, like just help me whichever way they wanted to, the best way they can. But, they couldn't do nothing. They wanted to, I couldn't put their logos or this or that, like you said, on my leg or on the sleeve. I couldn't do that, but, a lot of people wanted to sponsor, but they just couldn't. Well, in that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but think about who did it hurt? You know what I mean? I mean, those companies gonna still be good, but that hurt you. You know what I mean? So if we're the people that make our sport go around, you know what I mean? Why can't we do that? You know what I mean? Who are the higher ups telling us that you can't do that because it's not hurting their pocket? It hurts the athlete that actually makes people want to watch us. So I definitely think that we all need to stand together and advocate for the athletes, whether you're in the sport or out. You know what I mean? Come together, all gold medalists, no gold medalists, people who want to see change. Let's get together and let's do something like that, as well as make our sport, like bring awareness to our sport. Definitely think that's a thing.
Facts.
I 100% agree with that.
True. With that being said, man, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Jeff, we definitely gonna have you back on, man. We definitely gonna have you back on.
I'm coming back. I have to come back, man. We family. I appreciate you guys having me on. I live on the rock, man. So we ducked off, we private, but I appreciate you guys having me, and we family. So whenever y'all need me, call me. I'm coming. Like I said, I want all us to be in the room together, man, so we can.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun times, man.
Yeah, but I appreciate it. For sure.
You're gonna be a reoccurring guest, bro, here at RSG, man. For sure.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, Unc. Big bro. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Until next time, on our next show with Ready, Set, Go!
Go!